I spent the last 20 days only building Raiden Shogun. While I was waiting for Raiden Shogun's rerun, I came across a video of a famous YouTuber named Railgun on his building Raiden Shogun in 20 days, and I was inspired to build mine as well. As soon as I got Raiden, I decided to take on the challenge. Day 1 has finally started, but before we actually begin, I want to show you guys my day 1 stats so we can compare them after 20 days. I'd already pre-farmed a little bit before her banner, so I got enough materials to ascend her to level 70. I am also currently using the catch at level 80, refinement rank 3 as my choice of weapon. And of course a 4-piece emblem of Severed Fate. And here's my initial stats. As you can see, there's a lot to improve on, especially on the artifacts. Though some are not leveled, the substats on the pieces are just horrid. And check out my goblet. Anyways, of course, 0 constellations because I am F2P. Talent levels are 3, 5, 6. And yes, I did make a mistake by wasting some books on the normal attack. But listen, okay? Yeah, honestly, I got no excuse. And I almost forgot. This is my day 1 burst damage with support. Oh my god, 12,000! Anyways, let's just get this started, shall we? My first priority was to ascend Raiden to level 80 out of 90. As I have 117 resin at the moment, I wanted to farm her ascension materials, so I got to work. I don't know if it's a skill issue, but isn't this world boss the most annoying to farm? Like, look at this guy. After a few minutes, I claim my drop, and to my surprise, it's all shit. While waiting for the boss to spawn, I multitask and farm some Nobushis. I need a lot of handguards not only for her ascension, but also for her talent books. I also have a lot of Inazuma characters like Guy, Ayaka, and Sarah, which they all need handguards for their own respective levels and talents. After a few minutes, I farmed the damn world boss again to surprisingly get a purple chunk, which will be super helpful in this challenge. I was 2 resin short to do another boss run, so for the meantime, I'm gonna do the most difficult, most gruesome task that every Genshin player hates. Fishing. To be honest with you, when I started fishing for the catch, I was watching an anime on my second monitor just because how boring fishing really was. Imagine this, I only knew you can get stuff by fishing when I got into AR50+, so I had to unlock recipe pates to actually start fishing for the catch. But hey, at least I got it. Was it worth my sanity? No. Was it worth so I don't have to spend money to get Raiden's weapon? Yes. Does the catch fit her design? Anyways, I fish everything I need for another refinement, and I just have to wait for my resin to hit 40. It was around 12 AM my time when I started this challenge, so I did the world boss, got nothing, and slept. After sleeping and going to work, I now have 135 resin to play with. I still had commissions to do since I was at work for almost the whole day. Yes, I need a job to fund my Genshin addiction. Just kidding, I'm free to play, I swear. So I did my commissions, sent out my characters for expeditions, and it's finally time to have fun with our resin. I started with Raiden's ascension materials, defeated the world boss, and yoinked the balls. While farming, we got a very sweet artifact drop. So without a second wasted, I leveled it up, only for it to roll EM first. Thankfully, the second roll went into crit rate, but I crafted the materials what she needed to ascend and finally got her to 70 out of 90. Instead of focusing on the world boss for her final ascension, what I did was... Listen, it was all for the name of content. What else is good content in Genshin other than seeing the most godly artifact drop?
One kiss is all it takes.
This is the reason why you do not gamble at all. Rule number 1 when building thy character, you must invest thy resin to ascension or talent level ups just cause it guarantees improvement.
Meanwhile,
Anyways, the drops weren't actually that bad, though it wasn't really the one I needed for Raiden. After the artifact run, I went back to more fishing. Before logging out for the day, I noticed something. Day 2 was pretty much the same. I had around 100 resin to spend, so I got more balls in one cheeky artifact run with my 20 resin left. While of course getting handguards in between respawn times, because today we'll level up our elemental burst to level 7. Honestly, nothing much happened on day 2. I just crafted a few materials for the weapon ascension and R5 my trailing tails. Day 3 is upon us and we just need 9 more storm balls to finally complete our Raiden Ascension. We had almost 160 resin to use, so we should be able to finish it by today. During the downtime, I do my fishing and finally got another refinement for the catch. We needed 1 more storm ball to finally ascend the queen, and we just have enough resin to do 1 more run. Though we had one problem. I didn't have enough purple fragments. I wonder what we can do to get more fragments without spending resin.
Stop it.
Okay.
Anyways, I crafted the last fragment and at last Raiden has finally been ascended. I decided that day 4 and 5 I'm gonna do some artifact runs. I condensed every resin I had on day 4 and saved it for day 5 so I have something to do on my stream on Twitch. I had probably around 6 to 8 condensed resin ready, but sadly I accidentally deleted all of my Twitch VODs. It is now Wednesday, so today is talent books day. I spent most if not all of my resin to the talent book domain. I had around 100 plus resin when I woke up and I had another 100 plus later in the evening. We crafted the books to the purple ones and we now have a level 8 burst. It is quite unlucky that I was 1 off to level it up once again, but I have to wait next Saturday. Keep in mind though, if I don't show it off on the video, I'm always farming Noboshis and fishing every recording session. I don't want to show it off every day or else the video will be too long. Today marks the first week of only building Raiden Shogun. So far, we have achieved maximum ascension, a few artifact upgrades, and a talent level 8 elemental burst. While the domains of our talent books and weapon books were not available, we just had one thing to do. We have 100 resin ready, our food bus ready, and we just need a godly artifact drop. Despite the bad drops and rolls, we managed to get an upgrade for our Raiden. Here is my 1 week progress on my stats. To be honest, I wasn't really happy on the artifact run, so in desperation, I did this. No! It was my first ever refresh with Primus, so I was hoping to get a good piece. At first, it did not look good at all until I saw this.
Oh my god!
Come on, please. For damage. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, okay. I mean, the rolls were great, but I already had a great flower, so I was conflicting on which one to use. I had another run later in the day where I streamed it on Twitch, but I didn't really get anything good. Come on, bro. So I was looking for ways to be happy. I decided, let me do some sad wishes. I had this thought where if you're unlucky on your artifact, surely you get lucky on your wishes, right? You build pity. Happy rolls? Day 8 was literally fish day. I condensed all of my resin for the day to save it up for tomorrow. While we fish, I would like to take this opportunity to ask you guys to like the video if you are enjoying, or even subscribe if you feel generous. Though it takes a lot of time of making these videos, I still enjoy editing to the point where my creativity goes wild. Anyways, back to the video. Day 9 was a big day. We had over 100 regular resin and 5 condensed from yesterday. Today is Saturday, which means talent book and weapon books day. We started with the talent book so we can finally get her elemental burst to level 9. As we didn't have senior drops, I decided to go with the weapon ascension materials instead. We got so lucky with the drops and I finally maxed out our weapon. Next on the list, we did more fishing. I checked every spot I need for the big boy greenfish and thankfully I saw one. It was the final piece to our puzzle to finally achieve refinement rank 5 on the catch. We had a few more resin to use, so I used them on talent books to upgrade our elemental skill to level 6. A few hours have passed and I had more resin to play with. I decided to stream it on Twitch, so here are some highlights or maybe even lowlights. Whoa! way. Recharge and crit rate? Okay. Alright, crit damage, please. Magic crit. Fuck. The most is the same. Oh my. And let's get some good artifacts, please. I just need a feather. No, not a feather. A goblet and goblet. Fuck. Oh, why do I get defense always, man? Oh, some max roll. I mean, it's not bad. Okay. Okay. Crit damage. Okay. Wait. Hold on. This is so savable. If it rolls crit damage again and goes to 20, I'll take it. Please. Oh, could be a good off piece. Please let me get just a fucking sands in a goblet electro attack and then crit damage on it. And blah, blah, blah. Please. Come on, bro. Like, he cannot be. Fuck. Crit rate. Fuck. This is a god example. Crit rate, crit damage, feather, or not feather, goblet, has electro damage on it. Watch. See this. After another bad artifact session, I decided to do my sad rolls, and this happened. I think that's it, no? Fuck it, I'm sad, I'm rolling. Maybe my sadness will be cured by getting a Sarah. Maybe we'll get 5-star. Oh! What? I'm at 30 50. No, I didn't want 5-star. No fucking shot, bro! What in the fuck? That's super early. I didn't mean to get 5-star, bro. Dude, I'm at like 30 pity. And my game lagged. I wanted to build pity for Hu Tao and just get Sarah. I didn't even get Sarah. Is this real? This is real. 5, 10, 50. Dude, that's so early. That's not even 30. It is now day 10 and we are halfway through the challenge. And there's so much more to do. We actually did a lot of artifact runs today and we were refreshing once or twice with our primos. And by doing that, we finally got a semi-decent upgrade on our feather. This is pretty much our day 10 artifacts and main stats. The event Leeline Overflow has started and today I'm in need of XP bucks. I did a few in the morning and also did Senora. I returned to artifact farming later in the evening. After a few bad artifact drops, this bad boy showed up.
Oh my god!
It was almost a max roll, so I leveled it up as quick as possible. Surprisingly got a crit damage roll at the very start, but like any other artifact, it was the last crit damage roll. Like, come on, man. Though it was still a good piece with a crit rate main stat, so it means I can switch out my crit damage off piece into this crit rate on piece. It also means I can switch out a few of my artifacts for a better off piece. Though there's a bit of a problem. I really didn't have any good electro damage goblets. I tried rolling 2 goblets to try and get a crit damage substat, but desperate for a electro damage goblet, I refreshed my resin and went back into the domain. I got one, but it was a weird looking electro damage goblet. The next one was a goblet too, but I wasn't done there. I used up both of my free resin to absolutely get nothing useful. Actually, there's a decent looking attack sands, but it was a 4-star artifact. As my current one didn't have any crit rate or crit damage stats, I leveled up the 4-star artifact to surprisingly get a crit rate substat. Though it rolled to HP and defense on the next 2 rolls, the last one went to crit damage. I know it's a 4-star artifact, but it is still better than my current 5-star. So I did the switch. As I didn't have any more electro goblets, I went back to one of my pieces I leveled up and continued it. I didn't have crit damage, but it was way better than my current one. From day 12 to 14, I want to give some love to Raiden support like Sarah, Bennett, and Sucrose. I used a few resin to ascend Sarah to level 40 out of 50 and also leveled up her talents. I realized that I didn't have a 4-piece Viridescent yet on Sucrose, so I went to the Strongbox and surprisingly got some good pieces. I also ascended my Bennett to 70 out of 80, but sadly I didn't have the books to level up his burst. While we did all of that, we also did some weekly bosses and farmed some talent books to level up our Raiden's E to level 7. Another day, another artifact day. It didn't really start that great since we got 3 goblets in a row and 2 of them were defense, but the next drop we got 2 great potential circlets. We started with the one that didn't have crit rate. The next thing you know, I actually got crit rate as the last substat. It did roll to EM next, but the last 2 went to crit rate. Even though the last roll was a minimum roll, it was still a decent piece. The piece that had the crit rate on it already kinda low-key failed, but I stopped leveling it up halfway since I didn't really have the artifact artifact XP. We now have another decent circlet where we can swap if we want more crit damage or crit rate. The other one is for the one-shot showcase and the other one would probably be for the abyss. Let's just say day 16 was just to gather artifact XP day, because holy shit, what are these fucking drops? Day 17 was the last day of the Lelines event. It is also town book day, so after we did the event in the morning, we farmed some town books to main in the evening. Raiden Shogun is one of the strongest and the hottest, I mean the most valuable unit in the game, so I was planning to crown her burst just in 20 days. It is now Monday and it's time to once again bully Senora. This is pretty much the last Monday for this challenge, so we need to clutch up on some Senora drop. Though we only got one, she did drop a dream solvent. We did Raiden as well to try and get some more dream solvents, but sadly she didn't drop any. We used the remaining resin on the domain, got nothing, but we decided to roll a piece that eventually got both crit rate and crit damage. It rolled to defense once, but the rest went to crit rate. It could be an upgrade since my feather didn't have crit rate, but the new one didn't have any energy recharge at all, so I decided to not change it for now. We are almost finished with our challenge and a new banner will be up in about an hour. Day 19 was literally just about artifacts. We sadly did not get any good emblem pieces, but we did find a goated Shiminawa piece with a whopping max crit damage and crit rate roll. It rolled pretty well too. It's just annoying that the last roll went to defense. The final day has arrived. Version 3.4 is live and we tried out some characters to start the day off. After we claimed the trial rewards, we went straight to the talent domain. I didn't get enough bucks in our first resin run of the day, but we managed to obtain everything we need later in the evening. We were in need of more Senora drops, but since it's the last day, I used 2 of my dream solvent to finally crown our elemental burst.
Oh my god, 12,000! 86! Not bad! $139 with this set. $139 with barely any crit damage. I would take it. 173. Okay, I think that's my highest one.
I guess that's it. I'll eventually update you guys on my Raiden build in the future, but for now, I'll settle with whatever I have. So pretty much in conclusion, 20 days was enough to get a decent Raiden. If you build your sports too, you can get more damage on your burst. I probably didn't do the rotation pretty well, but hey, I have an excuse and it's me being somewhat new to the game, so I don't understand much. Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like and maybe even subscribe for more content like this. One of my favorite characters is getting a rerun, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching and have a great day.